Third time lucky. Um, if you have a problem, then go off and do a private test. I changed the setup in my office today, and because of that, I lost the sound on my microphone. Hopefully, if you're watching this now, you can actually hear what I'm saying. And I'm live on Twitch, and I should be live on. Well, I'm definitely live on Twitch because both bots say that I am. And this is third time lucky. So thank you if you're actually watching this and you saw my two earlier shows. I actually caught Marco earlier. So it's all in Portuguese though, and I'm not able to translate it yet. So I want to talk to you today about two things. I'm actually over on the Restream website, okay, and it's telling me the embed is misconfigured. So that's something to sort out over the weekend. But I'm looking forward this weekend to actually going to visit Stonehenge with Angelica and with Martin and Katie and their partners. But I thought I'd just come live now because I want to talk about something which is happening on Monday. And this is Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern. I'm live with Libby, who's the owner of Lucky Bean Tours in New Orleans. And we're going to be talking about Lucky Bean Tours and about actually how you keep the business going when you're not allowed to work, because Libby can't go back until August. So she's using BeLive and live video to actually keep people informed and keep herself in the picture, because you can't let people forget about you. So it's going to be a fascinating discussion. 10 a.m. on Monday with Libby, and I'm not sure whether anybody's watching, but this is just a test, and hopefully I am live in several places at the same time. This is, I should, there's times you think, well, should I go live or shouldn't? I'm just thinking about this. I'll come back to me. So Monday, meeting somebody new. And that's the thing I love about live video, is the ability to network and actually meet new people and chat with friends as well. So let's see whether I'm actually live on Facebook or Twitch. Yeah, I'm live on Twitch, so I can hear myself. So I know I'm live on Twitch. It may well be that I'm only live on Twitch, which, given what's happened this afternoon, is perhaps a good thing. But I will go over to Facebook and over to the videos page, cancel. I go over to the videos page. And see whether I'm live. Right, excuse me a moment, I'm just scrolling down. I'll go to my own profile. Yeah, I'm live on my own profile. Okay, so that's, and I just want to play the video to see that I've got sound. And see whether I'm live. Right, so success. Coming back now. Third time lucky, and I don't blame anybody for sort of checking in for the third time. So I'm going to delete the other two and just leave this one. So as a reminder then, live on Monday with Libby and talking about broadcasting during the period that we're going through at the moment, and how to use live video to tell your story. And it's very important to actually keep in contact with your customers and keep your business at the front of their minds. I mean, if you're running a tour business, and this is a business which is very highly rated, and I just want to check back before I misspeak, that Lucky Bean Tours is very highly rated, number 2 on TripAdvisor for New Orleans. So Libby has a story to tell, and we'll be telling Libby's story on Monday. So back to me. So third time lucky. Have a great weekend, everybody, and I look forward to seeing you next week. I won't be broadcasting over the weekend. It's a busy weekend. It's a sunny weekend. We're off to Stonehenge on Sunday for the first time in ages. Probably the second time, only the second time this year. We're live. And just confirmation from Chris. Thank you, Chris, that everything's working now. As I say, I put it together I moved things in the studio, and you should never move things. It's easier for me to operate the keyboard now. And it was a good idea, except it disconnected my microphone. So what I did was I did a little test recording using Camtasia. That worked. So then I went live to Twitch, and nobody ever watches me on Twitch. So I was safe to go there and do another test. And having done 2 tests to show that my microphone was working, I then plucked up the courage and came back live on Facebook and YouTube. And thank you for the confirmation that everything's actually working. The only thing that's not working at the moment is my website. My website is working, but my broadcast should appear on my website. It's not doing so. But I'm testing another widget. What I want to do is to do a live broadcast, which not only appears on, I'm greedy, not only appears on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, and Twitch. It also appears on my website. So you don't have to go anywhere else but my website to actually see the live broadcast. So, and Kelly's confirming that yes, it is. Thank you, Kelly. These things are sent to triers. He's third time lucky. I mean, you either accept defeat or you keep on trying. And I went over to Camtasia, got that working. Oh, you can hear me on the website. Oh, just a minute. Okay. Let's see. Right. Okay. Well, that's good. I'll have to check that out. Okay. That's good news. Thank you. Okay. And we're over on Twitch. And yeah. Okay. I am reluctantly going to switch off Twitch. And if you could see what I could see, then you'd have switched off Twitch too. And apologising, don't cut it. And Kelly's got the link. All right, okay. Yeah, brilliant. Brilliant. Thank you, Kelly. So you can actually watch my YouTube feed live. And Nightbot is saying what? Right, okay. Somebody's trying to post links on Twitch and is being stopped. Twitch really is the Wild West. They're not very friendly over there. But the quality is just so good. I think we've got to keep working at it. And I'm just going to take a quick trip over there. And that's working. So if you didn't catch the early part of this broadcast, I'm talking to Libby of Lucky Bean Tours in New Orleans on Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern. It's the first time we've met. We've just been chatting away in the background on Messenger. And as you know, I'm doing a series of interviews. I had the pleasure of talking to Romany and Gospel this week, and both broadcasts went swimmingly. They went very well. And I have another 3 interviews next week. Now, this week, I knew the people I was interviewing. Next week, I don't. So it's an adventure for everybody to find out more about. Right. Been found by Libby. See, I'm doing some quiet promotion, Libby. And if you want to connect to Libby, please do. Libby will be with me at 10 a.m. Eastern on Monday. I'm glad I actually came back for the third time because that was fortuitous being found. And thank you for that. So back to me. I wish I could go. I'm doing a screen share. I'm actually on Restream at the moment. It's good to actually try. You're most welcome. Wonderful. It's good to try several systems. I mean, I've been on BeLive since October 2016, and I enjoy BeLive enormously, and it's making great strides at the moment and some wonderful things coming up. But I think you've got to keep an eye on what else is going on. And Restream actually fascinates me because it already goes to 30 destinations simultaneously. As Kelly pointed out a moment ago, he's able to can watch me on YouTube on my website. Restream is definitely one to watch because it's 2 million users, and it's proven technology, and they're developing this studio set that we have here. And at the moment, not that I'm going to do it now, but I can invite 10 people to actually join me on screen, and that would mean I'm going to give this a whirl next week. If you're up for going live with 9 of your friends, 9 of our friends next week, then we'll do a session on Restream.io and see how it looks when you get that many people on screen. I mean, I'm used to 4 people on screen. 4 people on screen to me is perfect because you each take it in turn to speak. Having 10 people on screen, interesting concept. I'm not sure how it works because if you're going live for an hour and there are 10 of you, you each get 6 minutes to talk, which means that you are talking for 6 minutes out of the 60, which means that for 54 minutes, you've got to sit there and listen to 9 other people. And you've got to look interested. And you, more importantly, your focus has got to stay on the camera. Because if you wander off and start looking at your phone or reading a book, then you're not showing respect to the people actually watching you. But Restream.io live studio is up and running. I mean, Marco next week on Tuesday at 12 p.m. Eastern. Marco is hosting the Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern. Marco is hosting the show, and it will be international. There were people from Portugal and from the UK, from Canada and from Spain, and in fact all over Europe and the Americas. So it's going to be a fascinating session on Wednesday, and I can just sit there and be a guest, one amongst 10. It takes some getting used to. It's a different thing. Not producing the show, and 2, sort of concentrate. The other thing is that when Marco broadcasts and I broadcast together, and we broadcast with Harper on a Wednesday normally, we all speak English because Marco's English is darn good. When we do the broadcast next week, it's going to be different languages. If it was French and German, I'd be okay, but it's going to be interesting. Right. Okay, so before I go and set off for the weekend and a trip to Stonehenge, just to spotlight that on Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern, I'll be live with Libby talking about. Right, okay. I'll be live with Libby talking about Lucky Bean Tours in New Orleans, which is number 2 on TripAdvisor, and of course they're on a break at the moment and due back in August, and we'll be talking about that. We'll be talking about using live video to actually keep yourself in people's minds, because when you come back, it's going to be. Well, we're going to talk about it on Monday. I'm not going to give too much away. And Kelly's saying, yeah, when there's 10 people on, you could play Hollywood Squares if you've got 3x3 9. Good idea, Kelly. We'll see how that works out. And say hello to Gospel. Gospel and I had a wonderful broadcast earlier this week. Gospel, it's nice to see you. Wish you a wonderful weekend. And the sun has arrived in the UK. Can you believe it? So have a great weekend, Gospel. And I'm sure that Gospel and I will be back live broadcasting together. But that was a special show, and it's always good to catch up. And Gospel was giving very sound advice. I'm very interested in what Gospel actually does in real life, and it's just amazing that the help that's actually given by Gospel. Okay, so I'm back. It feels strange. I sometimes when it's that way around, I sometimes forget that I'm down in the bottom corner, as you probably noticed on the previous show. Yeah, so, and Chris again, archaeologists have discovered a new Stonehenge in your region. The wonderful thing about Stonehenge is it's awe-inspiring. There's something about being at Stonehenge, about being there physically and walking around the henge. And people come from all over the world, as you know, to actually visit Stonehenge. It's on everybody's to-do list when they visit the UK. And archaeologists have discovered a new Stonehenge in the same area. In fact, there are archaeological digs going on at Stonehenge most of the year, and there's an amazing visitor centre at Stonehenge which has, well, it uses everything to actually tell the story of Stonehenge from 4,500 years ago. And it's just fascinating that people from one end of the UK, from Scotland, came down and helped build the Stonehenge. People from Europe came over and helped to build Stonehenge. So there was movement, which you know, I mean, in those days, it was, well, I just find it amazing that people could actually do that with the tools they had to hand at the time, and gospel. Well, if you want to go to Stonehenge, come over to ours, and then we go Stonehenge. And gospel saying, you two, happy Friday, Kelly. So I love it when people talk to each other. Brilliant. So, okay. So Stonehenge it is on Sunday. Right. Okay. I'm glad it worked the third time, because this is, well, this is where it should be. So thank you for watching. Take care, and I will see you all again with Libby on Monday and a nudge. And I have a feeling that I never know what sort of comment it's going to be. And a happy Hot Friday. I know you've got the sun, we've got the sun now, Kelly. I just want to read this comment. All right, okay, so thank you, Nudge. Hello to everyone. Today I had a very good BeLive session. People across my company are using BeLive to connect across country, across continents, which is really good. It's really great for superb work by the developers. Bye for now, Kelly. I'm going to. Take care, everybody. See you all again soon.